costly out-of-town conferences, getting gas money to drive to and from school board meetings, all paid for by you, the taxpayer. As CBS 6 first reported last year, Richmond School Board members are allowed $15,000 to spend on things like travel, teacher appreciation events, and district meetings. But now there's new concerns about how some board members are spending that money.
And then take the remaining.
After receiving a tip, we found that Teaching Pinckney's expensed a catering bill for a 9th District parent check-in meeting that took place back in November. She had the company, which is located in Henrico County, make enough food for 100 people at a cost of nearly $1,100. But a source tells CBS 6 that only a little over a dozen people attended, and most of the food went untouched.
I think to the extent that we're trying to communicate with our constituents, doing community town hall meetings, presentations is a good thing. But when you look at where we are from a fiscal standpoint and our budget needs, perhaps spending $1,000 on food for one of these events is not the wisest use of taxpayer dollars.
We tried to reach Epps by email and phone. After no response, we caught up with her at a school board work session Tuesday night.
We were told that only a few people showed up. It was nowhere near 100 people.
Well, what I would say to that is that it was approved. I planned on having that many people there, and because it had already been approved, you could not pay for it.
Epps says the meeting was to educate parents about Title I schools, but could not give an estimate as to how many people were there.
I'm spending the money appropriately.
But you can't give me a number as to how many people exactly went? Can you give me
Didn't you FOIA that?
You don't have any sign-in sheets. I know other school board members have sign-in sheets for their events, but you didn't have any. So can you give an exact number?
And you give it to a shelter.
Shonda Harris Mohammed has also ordered food for school events, but says she tries to be frugal.
It is not my money to spend, so I have to be very strategic when I plan anything, particularly the chat and choose.
It does.
And school board member Jeff Bourne says the board needs to make sure all members are spending money in the most appropriate way.
So I think we have to continue to look at our policies and make sure that we have the proper checks and balances